All right, let's start this.
All right.
All right.
Hey. Welcome to another episode of Audio Scrawl, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kang.
This is Brandyn.
And not really much going on in the film industry.
Let's take a break from the movie industry. We've talked quite a bit about movies here.
Nothing in August.
No, yeah, I think it shows that summer movies are over.
Yeah.
This is the end of August.
But a lot of video games are coming up because it's getting closer to that fall winter season, fall holiday season. Pretty much.
Oh man, I mean we've hyped it up as it is, but you know what? Gotta bring it up. Nothing better. There's no better way to kick off a fall start than Metal Gear Solid 5: Phantom Pain. But then Mad Max comes out too.
Yeah, the same day.
Yeah. What do you think of that though? About Mad Max? Do you think Mad Max won't have a chance here?
I think Mad Max won't have a chance here. Yeah, because the bigger game is Metal Gear Solid. Everybody knows it from its legacy.
Yeah.
Ever since the Nintendo era.
Oh yeah. It still surprises me that it's coming out this early. Or not early, but this soon. Normally, I feel like Metal Gear game would come out maybe around November, but yeah, September though. That's huge. Mm-hmm. But no, I've been continuing with my media blackout. No, I think you got me into that where maybe last summer or E3, we could have watched the trailer together, but you were like, nope, don't want to see anything, and
don't want to see
anything.
And
then I jumped onto that bandwagon and just avoided any commercials, trailers, spoilers.
Yeah.
I've always loved the Metal Gear Solid games. I've liked all of them. I just want to get into it.
Yeah, and this one just sounds like it's the best one, pretty much. I haven't really read any reviews. I just looked at the impressions, like everyone's saying, like it's great,
Yeah. If anything, it just sounds like it's a Metal Gear Solid sandbox game.
Yes.
Yeah. Which kind of made me realize, for some reason, the concept finally hit me that I think this was the game that Kojima wanted to make since Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
There were a lot of concepts and ideas he had for Metal Gear Solid 4, and they didn't happen. All the things that they said that this game is going to have, or Metal Gear Solid 4 didn't do that.
Yeah.
So, a little bit more linear, but well.
And hopefully Mad Max does well too, because the game as of right now does look pretty solid. I haven't read any reviews for it. I don't know if there's any reviews out yet at the time of this recording.
Yeah.
But
it looks good. You showed me the trailer of it, and my impression was more like a because I get skeptical about movie games. Mm-hmm. But to the game's credit, it's not like it came out when Mad Max movie came out.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't know what it is about those simultaneous launch. They don't seem to work out, or the game sucks because maybe they didn't have enough time, could make it to the deadline. But you have to give them credit that it's very ballsy to kind of delay a game or coming out this late after the movie came out.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the smart thing to do. It just, unfortunately, Metal Gear Solid's out. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking into that. I'm going to check out the reviews. This is the game that I want to hear quite a bit of an impression about. Could be mixed. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like a fun open world game. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Another big, big for me news was it came out of course, PAX Prime's going on right now.
Yes.
Our Mika, Rainbow Mika, has been announced as the next character for Street Fighter 5.
I'm going to say this. I'm pleased with the roster right now. I'm okay with our Mika. This is probably the character I highly demanded. Mm-hmm. Since Street Fighter 4, having Ultra and everything, I just wanted our Mika to come back. And yeah, that happened, and I am pleased. From here on out, whatever characters they announce, I'm game for it. But our Mika felt like to me the one character that, okay, I'm good. Yes. I am pleased. I'm pleased with the roster right now.
Our Mika, yes.
Yeah.
And they also need a Rekka character, and hopefully the rumors are true where Karen comes in.
Yes.
Replace that spot because she's nothing but Rekkas.
Oh yeah, no, Karen was a great character too, and she plays different, a very unique playstyle. But it looks like they're having a little bit more fun with these characters for Street Fighter 5. All these new abilities, and I don't know. Seeing our Mika in the trailer, she had some pretty cool moves. Seems to play quite differently than Alpha 3. She seems to have a tag partner.
A tag partner.
I mean, not officially able to tag it or anything, but she has a partner that would come in and assist her, and I think that's really cool. In fact, I was a little fascinated by the other character. I hear her name is Nadeshiko.
Nadeshiko.
Yeah.
Yep, she was never shown in the alpha game. She
I
was actually her partner in like concept arts and like official artworks and stuff. But
I don't know if I'm a little bit slacking in the Street Fighter comic book series from Udon. I don't know if she came from those. I don't know.
No, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, that she seems to play really well. I mean, if anything, she's as far as I know, like the current grappler character.
Yes, she is the current grappler character.
Yeah.
Although there is no 360 movement for grappling characters. Like, right now, it's just half circles. Motion.
Yeah. I don't know.
So it's weird. Yeah.
That's fair. You know what? If it's for beginners, it's supposed to be approachable. Sure. I mean, King of Fighters, all the grappler characters, they never did 360 degrees. It's always been half circle. They can be a little bit tricky at times. Yeah, even the half circle can still have some toughness. But it looks pretty good. But speaking of Street Fighter 5, have you tried the beta again? The American beta? All right, I did try the American region beta, and they did update it. They put up Birdie and Cammy in there and tried them out. I've only been able to play one match, and nice. I was trying out Cammy. I was just doing training. I was more interested in the training. I was okay with that. Check out these characters, how they move, how they work. And then they got me into a match, which at that point I was going, I'm not ready. I'm still trying to learn this character. Yeah. But okay, let's do this. And my opponent was Cammy also, so it was a Cammy mirror match. And got into it. Really enjoyed playing her. She plays way more solid than the previous games. I mean, her movesets are still similar. I was thrown off because I'm trying to get used to the V trigger and the V skill and figuring out how they work. Because I kept trying to do like her, I think, was it Hooligan Knuckles? Or not Hooligan, but like that knuckle attack. Yeah. It kind of lets her bypass the projectiles. And I was confused going like, how do I do the half circle? It's not working. My opponent's doing it. When I got back into training, I found out that, V skill, hit triangle and circle at the same time as she does that, uses up meter. But I was intrigued by that. I was very intrigued because I kind of thought, I haven't tried it, but I believe that's the ability that lets her, bypass a fireball or a projectile and coming close to her opponent. Yeah. So I can see that makes sense. Maybe balance. I don't know.
I'll definitely look forward to playing it more, just because due to work, so I haven't been able to play it. Yeah. But right now, we're recording this podcast. The global beta is going on.
Yeah, haven't played it yet myself.
I know the last 5 days.
Yeah, doing this straight from work, people. Yeah. Lots to talk about here. Right. And then
right after. That's it. Nothing out of PAX Prime so far. Yeah. It doesn't start until today, so news will be trickling out throughout the weekend.
Guess we'll talk about this next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. True. So, what else? Like, what other games for fall you want to talk about?
All the RPGs that are coming out.
Oh, dude. Oh, I gotta select carefully of what kind of RPGs I want to buy and play. I don't really have time for all those.
Yeah, for sure. RPGs is coming.
I am very intrigued by Fallout 4. I am interested, but it may not be my top tier
Fallout
most
4,
wanted game.
Dragon Quest Heroes is coming out.
Dragon Quest Heroes. Okay, you know what?
SF5 releases.
Yeah, Dragon Quest Heroes. It looks so good. But I'm treating it more as a Musou game or Dynasty Warriors, Hyrule Warriors, whatever you want to call it. But I am hearing good things about the RPG element in there. No. Kind of separating it from the rest.
Just say it's an action RPG.
Yeah. Fair enough. And, I think Xenoblade. Will be coming out like this winter, I'm hearing. Yeah. This December. It's scary. It's driving me nuts, though. I feel like I may not own a Wii U. Someday I might get one, or maybe wait for the NX. We'll see. But Xenoblade is special to me. And I'm so glad I pre-ordered that game and got it when it launched, when it came out for the original Wii, the first Xenoblade game. And I don't know if I can let that game go. I may not have a Wii U, but I feel like that's the one game that I'll buy it. I'll buy it anyway.
Right. Just borrow it. Borrow one of your friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me borrow your game. How are you gonna play, Brandon? Don't worry about it. I just wanna set it up here. I just want to look at it. When I go to bed, I look down. There it is, right in front of me. Feels good. Feels like it's part of my personal collection, but except it's not because it's borrowed.
Yes.
Thank you, King. All right, Yokai Watch.
Finally coming to the U.S.
Yeah. I might be interested in getting that game. I'm considering it just because of how popular it is in Japan.
Yeah, it's huge.
And I don't know, maybe I guess to scratch that Pokemon itch there. That might be a fun game to check out, see if it's different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just to see what the craze is all about over there.
Yeah. All right, now my question for you, King, is do you think Persona 5 is actually going to make it in December?
I don't know about December 2015.
They keep saying 2015. They haven't changed.
Yeah, they haven't changed their stance on it. Well, the latest we'll know is if they announce it at Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
If they don't announce it at Tokyo Game Show, I don't see any other events that they would announce it at, unless they had their own another Atlas event.
The Persona games are kind of weird when they get released, and it's just very fascinating to me. Atlas, the whole company of Atlas is fascinating to me actually, and ever since Persona, it just feels like they're kind of on a roll. They have a pretty good fan following. They do some crazy stuff with their games. I feel like they kind of rely on word of mouth. Because I remember when Persona 4 first came out for the PlayStation 2, I believe it came out in December. I don't think I waited for that game. I think I got it when it came out, and I remember playing that game around wintertime. Yeah. December.
It also came out, like, the PS3 and 360 was already out, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. That's when it came out. But Persona 5, though, it's supposed to be it's supposed to come out for PS3 and PS4 as well.
PS3 and PS4, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, kind of similar, except this time, though, it is available for the current console. So I'm excited for that. But it's so weird, like, just not a lot of stuff. Not a lot of hype, not a lot of commercials, not a lot of trailers for Persona 5. Like, I remember seeing the initial trailer, but I don't know. Maybe just like Metal Gear Solid, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's another company that does this, and Rockstar, they're like this too. They'll announce like, oh, there's Grand Theft Auto 5 coming out, and then there'll be no media from them.
Yeah.
Until like 2 months before the game releases, and then it's like media blowout.
Yeah. But Atlas doesn't, they don't really go huge on trailers at times, especially for the Persona games.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I feel like the Persona, what's the dance game called? I kind of forgot. The one for the Vita.
Dancing All Night?
Yeah, Dancing All Night. I feel like that one has a media blowout. That one's getting a lot of commercials, previews, but I feel like it deserves it. It needs it, though, just because it's a different genre.
Yeah.
And, still canon in the story.
Yeah.
Alright, so any other fall games to mention?
Oh, shoot. I'm sure there's a ton that we're not mentioning right now.
Yeah. Rise of Tomb Raider coming out.
Oh, yeah, Rise of Tomb Raider.
Unfortunately, I won't play that game, not for a long time.
Not for a while, yeah.
I don't have Xbox One.
It looks like Tomb Raider. It looks like, the last Tomb Raider that came out. So
yeah.
I think if we like that, I think we'll enjoy this one.
I love the last Tomb Raider game. I mean, there's some wonkiness with the story or the character as an origin story.
Yeah.
But hopefully we just get back to, hey, next adventure, let's get to it. And actually play a real Tomb Raider game with a real Tomb Raider story. But all the concept that they had in the game, the reboot, loved it. Love the gameplay. Kind of has like a Metroid exploration vibe to it, where you'll get like a new skill, ability, or something, and you can backtrack and explore new areas. I love the tombs where they have some unique puzzles.
Yeah.
They were well done too, because some of them can be a bit challenging and.
Really?
Well,
I didn't have too much
trouble.
trouble.
There were some that I had to think for a while. Okay. I had to move around, but I figured it out eventually. I think it had a pretty good puzzle pace. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had like no puzzle pace. Right? All the tunes were like optional, pretty much.
Quit bragging, bro. Jeez.
Just saying, bro.
All right. I guess I'm just a little bit sluggish. So be it. There something else. I mean, new Call of Duty comes out, of course, but I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, it has Star Wars come out. Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
That one's looking really good. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting much from it, but it's looking pretty.
I remember seeing that trailer. Man, it looks solid. It looks like a solid game. It feels like they're bringing something new and fresh in there. Mm-hmm. If not, I mean, at least it looks like a solid game.
Yes.
Yep. But any other games? I think I'm kind of done with that topic.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton.
All right.
But yeah, I can't think of any more off the top of my head.
Yeah. So I forgot to bring it up last week, and I want to bring it up now. Is I got the Millionaire Bro expansion pack for the board game Machikoro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I played it last week, a couple of guys, and yeah, not too bad. I mean, as a deck building game, the expansion it definitely made it to a point where okay, that's a lot of cards, and but we played for a good while. I mean, that game, the timing of beating that game in a match it varies, but. Yeah, it created some pretty good balance there.
Did it? Well, what did it add? What new rules did it add to it?
There's this card. The card is, I believe, it costs 0 tokens to grab.
Right.
Kind of a trap. Kind of depends. So it's 0 tokens to buy it, but when you pick it up, you'll get 5 coins. However, you're stuck with this card, and whenever you roll the die and you land on a certain number. It requires you to give up a fee, I believe, like back to the bank, to give up 2 coins if you land on it. Now, here's an interesting thing. There's another card that what this card lets you do is when you roll the die and you land on the number, this card lets you give up a card and give it to anyone you like. So this is a combo card where if you have this card where you land on it, give up a card. And you have that particular card where I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where you have to give up money. You can give it to the person that made you mad.
Okay.
So you can screw them. Still activates. They'll earn that 5 coins, but if they land on that die that number, and they have to give up coins, man, they can be losing some stuff.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. It has some new strategy to it. And then you have the renovation tokens. I haven't unfortunately come across a lot of cards that require me to use the renovation tokens. It's kind of odd, but it's one of those things that when I get to it, we'll figure it out. I have a better idea though how it's supposed to work. So you'll have a card, and they might give you like some special bonuses, such as all the restaurant cards that you own. You get 3 or 2 coins for every restaurant that you own. Very powerful card too. And once it's activated, you'll acquire all the coins, collect it, but that card gets renovated, and so you have to put like a piece or a token on it. And you can't remove the renovation until you earn that number again to unlock it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. By words, it's hard to explain. But when you play it, it adds some new dynamic. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not super common either. I mean, at that point, there's so many cards all mixed up in there.
At that point, it's not worth it.
Okay, whichever. That's up to you, man. But hey, we won't know unless we play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if anyone were to tell me initially about Machikoro just by word, I wouldn't have gotten it. It wouldn't make much sense to me, but playing it, I love that game. It's one of those games that hey, just let me get into it. Let me play it. I'll figure it out.
Well, yeah. Well, it depends if you've played a lot of board games or not. I would just describe
I don't play too much though.
Yeah. See, I would just describe it as Settlers of Catan without the road building.
Well, so the group of people that I was playing with, the 4 other people, they've never played Machikoro before, and so we're playing it. We must have played for about 2 to 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
A little worried that maybe they're bored of it. I'm not sure. But we kept playing it, and there were some moves that were just like, oh, that just happened, and kind of got some craziness there. And but in the end, when we beat the game, I had to double check with them. Hey, what'd you think? And they thought it was pretty good. They thought it's a game that it kept moving, wasn't boring, wasn't stale. So I was pleased with that. I was pleased with the reaction.
Right on. And how much is this?
I paid $17 at this store,
okay.
So the price probably varies depending on where you get it from.
All right, so 17.
Yeah, around there.
Give or take.
Is it necessary? Not really. I mean, it's something, to add a new challenge, make it different.
Yeah.
If you played it a lot, you played with the Harbor expansion. If you played too much of that, it just adds something new and fresh.
If you like Machikoro and want to up the ante a little bit, grab this. It's worth it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. But they're not necessary. I think it's a fine game, even by itself.
Yeah.
Even the core game, I think it's pretty good. Never played it. I played the Harbor expansion, and I'm used to the Harbor expansion. I enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So new one, up to you guys, but it's fun. It's really good.
Nice. Anything else? Anything else for your topics?
For the board games, done with that. I mean, otherwise, I really, really want Exploding Kittens.
Oh, okay.
Still waiting for an email on that.
Nice.
Such a fun game.
Oh. So you just can't buy it off of Amazon, Exploding Kittens?
It's not available yet. It's only
on the
website? For those who have Exploding Kittens right now. It's only the backers.
Okay.
The backers have it right now.
Oh, okay. It was a Kickstarter.
It was a Kickstarter project. Okay. We haven't talked about this, have we?
No, I haven't played it.
No, you haven't played it, but have we talked about it in the podcast before?
No, because
no?
We didn't even know
then let's bring it up then.
We didn't know about it, remember?
Okay, so CJ brought it over, our friend, and I think he posted the link about the game. It looked interesting, so I brought the actual game. And we played it, and it was exactly what I was hoping for. It's very approachable, and you can ruin some friendship with this game.
Or friends will yell at each other.
It's all in good fun. Oh, we were just laughing the whole time. So the point of the game is everyone has like their deck of cards, maybe like 6 or 7 cards, and most of them are just kind of like waste, you just use them up, but there's some benefits in some of them, such as you're able to look at the deck, because to end your turn you have to draw a card, and if you draw a card and it has an Exploding Kitten, then you lose, you're out of the game. Everyone starts off with a diffuse kit, and the diffuse kit is used when you get that Exploding Kitten, so there's some strategy to it as well. When you use your diffusion kit, you can place the bomb or the Exploding Kitten anywhere in the deck. If you're counting 3 people and you want that person to use up their diffuse kit, you can place that card there when it gets to them. And that's what I mean about you could ruin some friendship there, because
you could place people right under it.
Yeah, and like when people get it. Yeah, when they get that cat, they look at you immediately going, you gave this card to me. And the fun thing is, or the crazy thing is, like, you would just respond like, no, seriously, you are not my target. And then the next person plays, they get the Exploding Kitten and going, you're the target there. The other person just happened to get the other card.
Right.
These Exploding Kittens come out frequently, too. And so don't take
Okay, so there's not one in the deck, there's multiple, or is this?
There's Exploding like let's say there's 7 players.
Mm-hmm.
There should be 6 cards.
Okay.
Of the Exploding Kitten.
All right.
And they can come up pretty frequently too. It can be stressful.
Nice.
But that's the fun of it too. The cards, the pictures, they were funny. There's some yeah, there's some funny, interesting pictures there. Definitely gets to the point of, okay, this is 18 and older. But I think that's an expansion pack. I think the core game is pretty clean. Everyone can play it, but the expansion, I think they have a set where it's a little bit more dirty.
Okay.
Just for laughs. I loved it so much. I got home and checked out their website, see if I can try and buy it, but it's not out yet. But they have an email wait list.
Okay. So how much is it?
I don't know. I don't recall seeing a price. I don't think.
Oh, that's important, Brandon. Well, anyways, probably like what the standard price of a board game.
It could be between $20 up to $30.
Right on. So definitely. So if the game sounded interesting to you guys, definitely check it out.
Maybe I can take a look at their website real quick. Who knows? But
nah,
I'd
we'll just post the link right on. We'll post a link onto the description.
All right, we can do that.
So
yeah, bring people's attention towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, any reads?
No, I haven't been. No, I haven't been reading anything.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost done with Annihilation Conquest Omnibus.
Okay. Nice.
Man. Some of these books, I love Omnibus. I love grabbing them. It's such a cool compilation, but it's quite the binge read.
Yeah.
Quite the binge read. I mean, right now I'm at that point that I'm at the end. Here we go. Let's just do it. But I did find myself taking a break here and there, reading another book, and taking a break from it. I was reading Indestructible Hulk by Mark Waid.
I don't know. We gotta break it up a little bit. Too much of a good thing.
Right? It helped though because Annihilation, the series, it all takes place in the cosmic universe of the Marvel, and I think I was just getting a little bit like burnt out on all this stuff where it's just very unfamiliar to me. I know these characters like Nova, Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon. They're great, but there's so much going on that it was kind of fun to just read Hulk, and the writing of it was fun. It was very colorful, bright, and very fun to see how Hulk is mainly an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, it's fun to read that.
Nice.
That's what I recommend.
Right on. Nope, nothing.
Nothing for you, huh?
No, like I mean, mangas, the chapters update weekly, so it's like, well, what else can I say? I'm still reading, Sokugeki no Soma.
Yeah.
I'm still reading Bleach.
Yes.
I don't know why. I'm still reading One Punch Man whenever that updates. Whenever the author feels like updating that. So.
Oh yeah. I did my pre-order. Tuesday is my big day that I'm very excited about. Just when I come back home from work, I'm hoping to see a glowing package at the doorstep. I pre-ordered Phantom Pain, and according to Amazon, Volume 1 and 2 of One Punch Man comes out that date too. Okay. So that's very exciting. I've never really come across like 2 volumes coming out at the same time. But I like that just so I can kind of binge read a bit.
Yeah, you'll probably catch up with those 2 volumes. Yeah, jeez, it's not even that far. Oh my goodness.
I was checking out the dates for the other books too. They don't seem that far, but I think I've seen. I think book 7 coming out May of 2016. I think that's like their date that they've posted for that one. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know.
I know from what you've told me how often they update a chapter. I don't know. I'm guessing even Americans are going to catch up to that series.
Yeah. Like I said, they post a date. Like, oh yeah, the next chapter comes out this date. And then it doesn't. Because it's just kind of up to the mangaka. Just like, yeah. It just kind of doesn't feel like it this week, I guess.
Have you done much research on the author? Like what else he's done? Or
the original author. He's done one more. I don't remember the name of it. I guess it's not similar. And then the good art, his work. I don't know what else he's done. I haven't really researched much on him.
Yeah, I wasn't worried too much about like the artist. I was just talking about like the writer, the original author.
Yeah, he's doing like two more.
Yeah.
2 more different projects.
Yeah. You think like from this point on, he might as well just work with the artist and just write and have the other guy draw.
Yeah. No, he's far enough. He's far enough that the new artist, like the good artist, I guess. I don't even want to say that, but it is like his art is amazing.
Yeah.
He can have like a good couple months of just maybe even a good couple months of just doing his redrawing over the original art and have a ton of chapters out.
The original artist, the author of One Punch Man, it just feels like he does storyboards. I don't know. They seem very simple, like basic storyboards. It's like watching the making of a Robert Rodriguez films like Desperado or Once Upon a Time in Mexico, where he draws his own storyboards for his films. He's also an artist, and they just look simple. Like they're pretty good art, but then very simple in drawing.
Looks like scribbles.
Yeah. No, what's weird is that scribbles, of course, but they're pretty detailed though for storyboards. For like quick sketch, he's pretty good at drawing those. And,
who?
Robert Rodriguez.
Okay, because I'm thinking of.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. I was not specifying there.
Yeah, I was like, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Robert Rodriguez. His storyboards, he draws.
Okay.
And,
I know. Okay. Now I know what you're talking.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Because I'm like, I guess the original One Punch Man, mangaka, but I don't know, man.
But the mangaka of One Punch Man, just seeing his artwork, the style, it just very simple. Just reminds me of the storyboard art from Robert Rodriguez. So that's the impression I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And I finally got I redeemed the code for the $25 gift card.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so before we sign off, I did get the Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Nice.
And
so did I.
Yeah. Oh, super, super guilty pleasure.
I know.
I showed it to my girlfriend, and I was like so excited. Like, check this out, $15. I got 6 Mega Man games here. It's amazing. It's retro too, and I'm just explaining it to her, and she's just like, okay. And I showed it off to her because I gave her younger brother a Mega Man comic book. That's by Archie Comics, and I'm interested in reading those myself. They look pretty good. They look like they capture the essence of the old school Mega Man games. So I would love to read them. And so I'm just telling her about it. Like, hey, remember that comic I got your brother? Here, this is where it came from. This is the start of it all. These games right here. Mm-hmm. And I get all excited because I'm hearing the music. The musics are a remix. They sound really cool, and I'm just like up for it. And I turn the game on, and there it goes. And I'm tweaking the options, making it like standard, full screen, or widescreen. And you can make it have like the TV lines and stuff.
Right.
So pretty neat stuff. And I just look over to her, and she just has like a blank look on her face. Like
she doesn't care.
Yeah, she didn't care.
No, because she wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't from our era.
No.
Sadly, yeah. Unfortunately.
I was hyping it up, and I was all excited. And I look over towards her, wondering if maybe the retro could appeal to her, because she's played Super Nintendo games, and she loves the Super Nintendo era games. But unfortunately, the 8-bit era. Yeah,
it's nostalgia for us.
It's nostalgia only for us.
Yeah, not for her.
Well, we'll see. But because of that, I am very curious how people would feel about it. Like the younger generation, could they get into that?
Sure, they can. If they give it a shot.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem too complicated in the controls.
No, I mean it's pretty basic. I mean it's punishing.
Yeah.
But man, it's a good game. I just felt like playing something. I randomly just got into Mega Man 3, picked a Toadman stage, just moving along and defeated the boss, and felt pretty good because I've always had a hard time with those games. So I always wondered if I get back to it, can I beat the boss within like the first amount of lives that I have? Mm-hmm. Like, can I beat them without having a game over? Because I always feel like I have a game over every time when I reach the boss. Like I never beat them the first round or something.
Right.
Yeah. Died once, got back in, and go, all right, you know what? I'm okay. That's an accomplishment.
I know. Especially the first boss when you don't have the boss's weakness.
Yeah. I just wish it would have 7, 8, 9, and 10. I wouldn't mind paying extra bucks if it had all of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, up to 6.
I guess they're just focusing more on the Nintendo era.
Yeah, the NES era.
Mm-hmm.
No 7. I mean, they have more consistencies, if anything. Yes. 7 and 8 has. There is something odd about them, how they play compared to the previous games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not the same vibe, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
that's it for my review.
It's a great collection. I definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
I mean, 15 for 6 games.
Yeah, like I don't find them to be short games.
No.
They're not quick, short games. They're not easy. They're challenging. Yeah, I mean you can't argue against that. It has like this rock paper scissors mechanic with the bosses, and then when you get to the Dr. Wily stages or like the final boss stages, you're using all of your abilities to get through them.
Yeah.
And it's just insane with what they came up with back then too. But very love the series. It's great to have it.
Yeah. I hope they come up with the Mega Man X series collection soon.
Unfortunately, that would probably go up to X6.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with it if they go up to X4 because I just felt like the games were great until X4. Then X5.
X5 came out.
They were doing some weird stuff and
killed off Zero in that one.
They always kill off Zero. Oh, I'm sorry. Spoilers. Not spoilers. Whatever. I mean, he has his own series.
Yep.
Take it what you will. All right. Well, that's the end of that.
I believe that's that's all the topics I could think of.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But you know what? We've gone on long enough.
Yeah. Long enough this week. All right, and just thanks for listening. And see you next time.
Yeah. You guys keep it classy.
Peace out.